Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hi, hello, if you are new here, my name is Ash, and I'm just your random stranger on the internet who loves video games. Oh my gosh, fucked up my own intro. Hi, my name is Ash, and I am your basic stranger on the internet who loves video games, manga, anime, shopping, music, and did I mention shopping? Probably way too much for a healthy person at least. So, you know, if I'm recording a video, at least for right now, that can only mean one thing. And that means that I'm sitting down to do another unboxing video. And today, we are doing a giant unboxing of Rightstufanime. So this is going to be a manga haul, I think. I do have some figures I ordered from Rightstuff, but I just kind of don't pay attention to Rightstuff when they send out like a tracking email anymore, because it just goes to my spam folder, and not my spam folder but my promotional folder, and yeah, I don't really know when they are shipped out. So when they just like appear at my doorstep or like in the package room in my apartment complex, I'm like, oh, what the fuck is this? I'm hoping that in this giant box will be the majority of the orders that I placed back in February. A lot of the manga that I've been ordering from Rightstuff have been getting delays. Some of them shipped out, some of them didn't. And I had an order that I placed all the way back in February of 2021 that just was sitting in limbo. So I'm hoping this is the order that was sitting in limbo, or at least a good portion of it. So I'm going to put on some music, cut this box open, put this box on the fucking floor because it's huge and heavy and I can't put it on my normal router, and we're just gonna, I cannot fucking talk. We're just gonna get into this bad boy. So once again, thank you for coming on this journey with me, and I'll see you guys in literally a second. Alright, you guys, we've got some music turned on. I've cut open the box, and yeah, this looks like my fucking order that I placed all the way back in February. There will be some embarrassing... Come on, bring me back. There will be some embarrassing double items in this haul, so look out on my Macari, because I'm gonna put those double entries on Macari, and I'll kind of explain them more as I get into it. But let's just get started. So the first two items I pulled out of the box are by the same mangaka. They're a part of the same universe with different parts. So I have the volume 9 to Jojo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable, and this is actually rounding out the last of the series. So this is the last manga volume in Diamond is Unbreakable. I have volumes 1 through 8 of this in my collection, and yeah, I just really love Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. It's probably one of my favorite series, and part 4 is definitely my favorite. So the fact that I finally have the last volume makes me super happy. And part 4, Diamond is Unbreakable, has been one of the parts that I have done multiple rereads of, but I've never done a like hard copy reread. So I'm just actually kind of excited to maybe reread specifically this part, because this is my favorite. I love Diamond is Unbreakable, my favorite manga part, my favorite anime part. And then kind of in the same vein, I picked up volume 2 of Golden Wind. So this is part 5, volume 2 of Jojo's Bizarre Adventure, Golden Wind. This follows Journer's journey through becoming the greatest, oh shit, what is it? Mafia boss? Becoming a gangstar. There you go. He wants to become the world's best gangstar, and this is kind of his bizarre journey into that adventure. I think I have part 1, or I have volume 1, I think, here somewhere? Or maybe it just hasn't got shipped out yet. I don't fucking know at this point in time. But here's the front, and here's the back. So that's Mista and Journal. So the next one I picked up is What a Wonderful World by Neo Asano Volume 2. I do have Volume 1 pre-ordered, so this looks like a mix of 1 and 2 orders into one. So I don't think I've gotten all of my February order, but this is a part of a later order I did. So I'm assuming Volume 1 is out of stock, so they just shipped out Volume 2. I don't really know what this series is about, but I've discovered that Asano and Neo is one of my favorite mangakas. I love pretty much all of the stories he writes because they're very hard-hitting and very, like, psychological. And I really enjoy that. So I guess the tagline is the cruelty of childhood, the delusion of adulthood, the endurance of death, laugh in the face of reality. So, I'm excited to read this one. What a Wonderful World, the series is only 2 manga volumes. And when it comes to Asano and Neo, I will pretty much buy his work without having to understand the premise of it if it's a shorter volume or a shorter series. So there's one series he has out that I will not buy just because it is so fucking long. Like, the longest series I have by him is Goodnight Poon Poon, and I love Goodnight Poon Poon or Oyasumi Poon Poon. So I'm just excited to have more Asano and Neo's work and to read this whenever Volume 1 comes in. The next manga I have here is called My Summer of You, Volume 1, The Summer of You. And this looks like it's going to be a yaoi romance. I've said it in some of my previous videos, but I don't think I've ever actually published them. I don't know. I record a lot, but don't publish a lot. So, the only way I can really get through a romance series is if it's a really, really short romance, or if it's B, like a romance that is centered on LGBTQ+ characters. I struggle with hetero romances, but short series and especially ones focused around LGBTQ+ characters, certainly appeal to me, and one day I'll make a video about that. I just don't know when. So the next volume I have here is of Blue Flag Volume 7. I am collecting the series from Volume 1 all the way through its completion. I have read this entire series on the Viz Media app, and I love Blue Flag. Once I actually read these copies physically, I think I want to make a video, but I just adore Blue Flag. I love what it did with the love triangle romance, and I'm actually looking to read, hold on, that's a weird angle, let me switch. I'm actually looking to kind of indulge in more romances, especially love triangles that, like, delve around this theory and, like, this premise and how it inverts it, because I, like, adored that about this series. Here's the back. I'm not flipping through, I'll flip through this one in a minute, but I'm not flipping through these because a lot of these are well into the series or like the last volume in a series. I don't want to spoil myself, so I highly, highly recommend Blue Flag. I think it's a great shonen romance, which kind of sounds weird to say, but it's a great shonen romance. And I quite personally fucked heavily with this story, and that's kind of why I want to make a video on it. Who fucking knows? I always say I want to review manga, but then I don't know jack shit about reviewing shit. That's why I just talk about how I spend my money and how I make bad decisions when it comes to spending money. And the next manga I have here is A Man and His Cat Volume 2. So I actually have volumes 1, 3, and 4 in my collection. So here's volume 2. I adore this story. I think it is one that, even though it looks to be a longer series, I will probably buy every volume because it is a pure, sweet story about a widow and the fat cat he adopts, and just like how they love each other. And it is one of the cutest things I have personally read. And after a lot of the dark ass series I like to read, it is nice to have like a cute, fluffy, not heavy hitting story just ready to go. And here's some of the art. oh my gosh, I adore this so much. That's a spoiler, we'll get to that in a minute. But finally we have volume 8 of Blue Flag by Kaito. This is the final volume. This wraps the story up of our 3 main protagonists and delves into their futures a little bit. And once again, I have read this. I have read Blue Flag through completion on the Vizmia app, and I fucking loved this story. Like, I would rate this manga series super fucking high on my list of manga. I kind of suck at, like, rating what's my favorite, because I kind of go by, like, what's my favorite at the time. But yeah, this definitely is within, like, the top 15-ish that I've read, and probably, I don't know, I suck at rating, but this is a top tier. I love this story. I really fucked heavily with it, even though, like, a lot of the ending pissed people off, and we'll talk about that maybe in a later video. But finally, let's flip through some art of my hero, of My Summer of You. That's just, I don't really know much about this story. It seemed like a short, cute manga of love stories. I was like, fuck, I'll fuck with it. I'll give it a try. So the next volume, or next manga I have here is another series that is longer than I expected, but it still has my attention, so I'm still reading it and kind of loving it. And it's from a manga called I'm trying to know more about. And this is Blood on the Tracks Volume 5 by Shuzo Oshimi. I really like this series. This has been a psychological fuckfest, and I have fucking been here for the journey of this fuckfest. Don't know how long this series will be, but I'm still enjoying myself. I'm still enjoying buying this and owning this. I feel like this is a series I will keep around even after I finish it. And kind of with Shuzo Oshimi, I have Blood on the Tracks. I have Happiness on digital. Have all of the volumes on digital. And I did have Inside Mary, but I think I'm gonna, the first 5 volumes of Inside Mary. While I really like that story, I think I might end up selling my physical copies and not finish buying it. Because I really like it, but I feel like the story is taking a different turn than what I expected. So it's kind of like one of those where I'm kind of hanging on to it because I want to see what volumes go on sale, if any go on sale during Right Stuff's holiday sales. Because, like, if I can pick them up in a bundle, I might buy some of them, read them, and then try to resell them. I don't know, but Inside Mary is on my kind of want to sell. I've read it. I don't love it as much as I thought I would, so I kind of want to sell it. And then I have Flowers of Evil, which I haven't read. I read the first chapter, and I'm struggling with it. So while I'm trying to get to know and love Shuzo Oshimi, because he seems like a big, like, psychological fuckfest writer, which, again, I love psychological horror. I love stories where I read it, and after I'm done, I just go, what the fuck? And it, like, affects me to, like, such a deep level that I always think about it. Or, like, I love stories that, like, go in and, like, rip my emotions to shreds and, like, put me down a dark path in life, because what the fuck is happiness? And Blood on the Tracks has done that, and I'm just, yeah, I'm loving this series, so this is one you will probably see me buy until the end. And then the next manga we have here is from Tokyo Pop. This is another yaoi romance, and this is called Like Two Peas in a Pod. Yeah, the tagline is, it began with a mistake. Fucking story of my life. I'm going to read this. I don't know if I will actually keep this in my collection after I read it. That kind of seems to be the trend with any romance of any kind, unless it's a hard-hitting romance that I really loved. I usually read them and boot them out of my collection. So, but yeah, this is, I don't know what this is about, but it is a yaoi romance. 1 volume, pretty short. I'm willing to give it a go. And then the next one I have here is actually a light novel. I collect all the light novels essentially from this director, and his stories kind of get translated into book form. And this is 5 centimeters per second and children who chase lost voices. These are movies by Makoto Shinkai. I have not watched these movies, but Makoto Shinkai is my favorite anime director. Every movie I have watched of his, I have loved. So I usually end up picking up his light novels that are based off his movies, just because, like, I fuck heavily with Makoto Shinkai. And I don't know what else to add to that. I do enjoy light novels, but I don't consume them as quickly as I do manga. It definitely takes me some time to get through these, and I am actually trying my best to get through another Makoto Shinkai light novel right now. Hasn't been going that well, but I just haven't been in a light novel reading mood. And then the next 2 volumes I picked up are from the same series. I don't know how long this series is. I really hope it's not a long series, but I kind of hope I love this. And it's called I Cannot Reach You. So I have I Cannot Reach You Volume 1. And once again, this is a yaoi romance. And this seems to be like a romance that is on my lesser favorite genre of romances, and that's dramatics. I don't really like the misunderstanding that happens in romances and dramatic romances. I love fluffy, sweet, with just a teensy dash of real life, so like some angst, but not too much angst, because like escapism. So this is volumes 1 and 2 of I Cannot Reach You. I am looking forward to reading this because like the volume covers look stunning. And yeah, this is going to be a yaoi romance. I don't really know what else about this. And I guess the 2 taglines are, if I asked you, would it change the way we are now? And no matter how much time we spend together, I'll never become special to you. So very angsty. So I hope these 2 main characters get a happy ending, because angsty romances kind of kill me on the inside. I don't like to read a romance and them not end up together. Unless they're toxic. I don't know. Moving the fuck on. So the next 2 volumes here are my embarrassed purchases, and these are the 2 I'm for sure going to put up on my Mercari to sell like immediately. And this is Bloom Into You Volumes 3 and Volumes 4. So the long story short with Bloom Into You. I have read all of Bloom Into You. I have picked up volumes 1 through 8 of Bloom Into You, and I love it. It is one of my top tier LGBTQ plus romances. I love the story. I love the fact that the story didn't fuck too heavy with the romance. Instead it fucked with the 2 main characters bettering themselves as people. And you did have some slight asexual representation in this story, which I fuck heavily with. So the embarrassing thing is, I brought volumes 1 and 2 from a different website. Read them, consumed them, loved them. Ordered volumes 3 and 4. They just weren't shipping out, and I forgot I ordered volumes 3 and 4. This is how long this order has like sat in limbo. I forgot I ordered volumes 3 and 4. So I went on to another website and brought 3 through 8, and they read them all in like 2 days. And then I was checking on Rightstuff, like being like, where the fuck is some of this manga I know I ordered? And then I was looking through my February order. I'm like, I ordered Bloom Into You volumes 3 and 4. So yeah, embarrassing. I'm gonna sell these. Bloom Into You is a fucking fantastic series. Like, I recommend this one super a lot. Like, fucking amazing. Oh, it looks like I got a freebie here. I knew I was gonna get this freebie, but I honestly didn't expect to get it because This order has been in limbo for fucking months. Like, the two orders this is kind of combined with. Fucking limbo. Anyways. So, I got a free Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead mask. This actually looks to be a pretty sturdy mask. Like, it's a nice freebie. I wasn't expecting to get it because, like, this order has been in limbo forever. But yeah, I only have 3 more. Struggling. I only have 3 more volumes here, guys. So this definitely is not all of these 2 orders, but it looks to be a good bit of them, and I'm just glad to have them back in my collection because, like, I now have shit to read. I was actually kind of running dry on manga. But yeah, let's just finish out this video. I don't want to be here too much longer. I don't want to drag this on forever. No longer than 40 minutes, that's my goal. Excuse me. So the next manga I have here, I previewed earlier, but this is just continuing on with the series. I collect this series in both Japanese and English, and I read it weekly. It's one of my favorite series, and this is, of course, My Hero Academia, volume 27? 28. I love this manga cover. Cherokee. I don't really have much to say about My Hero Academia. I'm not going to flip through it. My Hero Aka is one of my favorite series. I don't know if it's considered a favorite series, because once again, I suck at rating series, but it has my all-time favorite character in it, so this is extremely close to my heart, and I'm just glad to have another volume to put in my collection. And then the next thing I have here is another light novel, and this is My Hero Academia School Breeze, Volume 5. I tend to collect all spin-offs of My Hero Academia, because I really, really like it. But I especially enjoy these light novels. I love seeing behind the action and seeing class 1A actually be teenagers and be kids for once. So I love picking up this series whenever new English localizations come out. They also have, well, fuck me, that is a wonderful post. That's a wonderful surprise. So, like, they always come with, like, these full-length, like, pictures, and this one is one of the character polls. And even though you don't see Shigaraki's face, you see his behind, and yeah, that's a nice surprise. But I really enjoy this series, or these books, and they take me no time to get through. And they also have pictures. I don't think it's gonna focus. But yeah, really enjoy these. I think if you are a fan of My Hero Academia, and you want to know just a little bit more behind the world, and about and see the kids actually being kids and not being forced through this hell they're being forced through, recommend this. Yeah. I will read that. I'm actually really excited for that. And finally, my last volume I have here before we can end this video off is another volume of Blood on the Tracks. So this is Blood on the Tracks Volume 6. I'm really excited to read this. Get into it. Yep. Shuzo Oshimi has some very beautiful but unsettling realistic art. Like, yeah. I can't wait to read this. Like, I'm actually really excited. I have 2 chapters back to back. Like, 2 volumes back to back. But, alrighty, you guys. So, that was 3, 7, 9, 11, 16, if I'm counting right. 16 volumes of manga that I'm going to add to my collection, minus 2 that I'm going to sell because they're already in my collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoy unboxing these and kind of not knowing what's coming in until it comes in and just sharing with you guys what I have. But yeah, if you guys enjoy this video, you can leave a comment, you can leave a like, you can subscribe. But it's your life, you do you. No fucking pressure. I don't give a shit what you do, honestly. Thank you so much if you stuck through for clicking on this video and watching till the end. My name is Ash, and I hope all of you have a great day and stay fucking golden, my dudes.